So no chat right now. No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh my god, I'm gonna 120 Frieren. I'm gonna 120 Frieren. Oh my god. Oh, please be two in here. Please be two in here. Thank you, Rowdy. You didn't... No way. No way. No way. Okay. Okay. Oh. I was really scared right there. I can use Commander Shizu. Fuck yes. Oh my god. Reality. Oh man, I love you. I would grab your face and kiss you on the forehead right now. Oh my god, it's a third one. Raphael. Oh, okay. Light Roth. That's a triple with 2 EX characters. Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And as you saw from that clip during the stream, we do have a new summon animation in-game for the Frieren banner. So if you get that animation, you are guaranteed to pull either Himmel or Frieren. Guaranteed they're going to be in that multi. You can also pull them not from that animation. So if you get like a normal 5-star animation that we always have, you can also pull them. But if you get that animation, that is a guaranteed new unit, which is the first time we've ever had a new animation added in the game in the 3+ years that we've been around. So that is really hype. If you see that, congratulations. It means you're getting one of them. But obviously, the Frieren collab is here, and people are asking all over the place, is it worth it? Are they good? Should I summon? Should I start the game now? And my answer for you very quickly is yes. I actually think that you should summon for this team. And we'll talk about why in a second. But first off, looking at the banner, obviously Protector Himmel, Battle Unit Frieren, she is the AoE DPS unit for the meta, so she has a lot of power attached to her. We'll go over their kits when we get to their other screen, but alongside them, we have a number of featured characters. Commander Shizu being here is a good pickup. Temp Sleet Rimuru, I mean, he's a good single target fire DPS if you need him. I wouldn't go out of my way to get him though. Summer Shizu just got a really good skill fusion. Tomorrow I'll put the skill fusion video up talking about all 9 of them that are coming, or 7 that are out and 2 that are coming in the future. She got a really good one, and you don't need her at level 120. You just need her, and then you can skill fuse her, which is great. This Shizu is really old. She's not good. She also got a skill fusion. I wouldn't do it. It's not worth it. She's way too old and underpowered at this point. Fountain Wisdom Hinata actually got a very good skill fusion for her damage output, and she is a character that can be upgraded to EX Unbound as well if you have her at level 120, which I don't know a lot of people who do. Even I don't have her at 120, but it exists. I do have this Reamer at 120, so he is now EX Unbound, and that'll be also in a different video, that whole process. Not going to talk about that today. But what do Frieren and Himmel do if you miss the live stream coverage and you're unsure? So we'll take a look at their kits. Frieren, Light, Magic, Adventurer, Fount of Wisdom, Wielder of Magic. There is very specific gear for her out of the event shop. So Autogram and Millennial Mage, you do have gear for the entire set for Frieren. So you don't need to make new gear for her. She uses a light hammer, but she has dedicated gear. So that's nice. But what does she do on top of that? Well, like I said, she's an AoE ult 375 with this. My Frieren is maxed. She is 120. She is done. Her ability release boards are set. So this is like the maximum power Frieren. 375% ult damage. Double that for an EX ult. Her first skill is a bit weird, but it costs 50 points. and you have to wait 3 turns. But after 3 turns, she gives herself a 100% attack buff and then lowers everybody else's element resistance by 80%. And as I'm told, this can also apply while she's in the back line. So she doesn't even need to be up front. You use this skill, you send her away, 3 turns later, she gets the attack buff and the debuff goes on. So it does take a little bit of setup to do, but it's fairly powerful. Her second skill, guaranteed synergy, just for everybody, including the backline, just like what Divine General Diablo does. But then she also has the 120 ult damage like Divine General Blanc. So they've kind of combined both their skills into one. We don't have the synergy power, we don't have the ult swap from Blanc, but guaranteed synergy, 120 ult damage means that she will nuke very efficiently. She has a lot of power, and she'll be good as just a AoE nuking character for any team that needs it, because she's light, so she's type neutral against everything except type advantage against dark. So she's going to do good damage. She is a DPS focused character with just 3 turns of setup, but otherwise she's unrestricted. You could put her on any team you want. Green, blue, orange, burst, stacking. You could put her anywhere, which makes her a pretty reliable DPS character. And then Himmel is the protector. So he is giving adventurer allies 100% extra damage against dark. Magic allies get 25% stats. He raises your skill cap by 50. He stacks 20% element buff on everybody, including the backline. So fire, earth, light, blah, blah, blah. Everybody gets a 20% stack, and that can go for unlimited. His next part, when you use his skill, he will automatically change 3 orbs to orange that are not already orange. So if you have 3 oranges and 2 greens and a blue, and you use Himmel, he will change those 2 blues and a green to orange, so you get a full 6 hand. On top of that, on the next following turn, so if we do that turn 2, you send 6 oranges. Turn 3 comes up, and you get 3 oranges and 3 other orbs that are not orange. He will then change those as well, passively. So he both actively changes 3s, and he passively changes 3s as soon as your turn starts in the next cycle. So he is a very self-sufficient orb changer while being a stacking protector. This is the first time we've ever seen this in this kind of way, because it's kind of like a future hand of oranges, but not quite. But it's also like a traditional orange converter where you use them and then you get orange orbs. So it's very interesting. And then his third effect is that he just gives oranges 500% skill points. It's not like a traditional stacking team where you have to build up like 100, 200, 300% skill points for blues or greens. It's just straight up, you use him, oranges have 500 SP. So he's very generic. And there are more and more events that are coming out that can use orange orbs that are unnerfed, because I think the devs finally realize that oranges are not in a good spot, and nerfing them is kind of unnecessary. So overall, I think they both have really good value. This is our first stacking orange meta ever. Ever. The closest thing we had to it was the OG release Orc. We have never once had an actual meta focus for stacking oranges. So the fact that he's going to be that, they're collab units, so they're never coming back. And 3, they have good generic value overall. Like, Himmel doesn't have any weird restrictions to Adventurer besides the actual damage buff. Like, he doesn't have only magic allies or only Adventurer allies get the element buff. Like, they're very generic. They're good for most things. And at this point in time, like, the argument for the oranges are nerfed everywhere, it's like, yeah. But a lot of the existing content, Crucible, Tempered Edge, Conquest, like, you could brute force that with EX units now. You could keep doing that for quite a while nowadays. So I think that it is worth summoning for Himmel and Frieren right now, especially if you like the Frieren IP. The orange team, maybe it's a bit wonky to use, but there are ways to get around it. There's a few orb changers you can use. You know, we have the free-to-play Cleash that we got for Antagonist a couple months ago. She's a special converter for oranges. Also has an alt swap for a single light unit, which Frieren is light. We also have the free-to-play Stark that we get. So overall, I think we have good value. Now, the only thing I want to caution is that Fern is not here. She's not on this banner. We know she's coming, and we don't know if she's coming with someone else on a second part banner that has a double featured, or if she's going to be solo and then we get a solo character for the third banner. This meta ends on the 19th of January, or the 20th, depending on your time zone. So it's a full meta. I know people were worried that the whole 10 days in Tempest thing on the title screen, like it's a 10-day meta. It's not. It's going until the 20th. And if you're still in doubt of that, you can just check on the Frieren banner, and it says down here, ends 21:59, 119. So we have time. So if you're not entirely sold, or maybe you really like Fern and you want to see who else is coming, maybe we get a cosplay Masayuki. I know that's a big thing right now. People believe that because he's featured prominently in the story. So I think it's possible that we can get Masayuki cosplaying as Himmel. I also think that there's a chance that we can get Ubel, which I would 120 her as well. And if they want to release like Fern and Ubel, and then they want to do Masayuki cosplaying, like I would be all for that, because the Overlord meta, we got a double, and a single, right? So they've done it before, and this is a collab, so they could very easily do a double, and a single again. So if you're not completely sold and you want to wait for the showcases to see how the team functions and if you can even build a good team around them, then that's fine. You can wait, and you can wait for Fern and whoever else comes. But if you are itching to summon and you're like, I like this team, but I'm waiting for Joker's go-ahead, then yeah, I think these units are good enough to summon for. Not just because they're collab, but because they have generic good value that I think will last you a lot of the time. Because Himmel, you can use him as a burst protector if you don't have an orange burst protector, and he can also stack. You cannot say the same thing about Emils or Milim or Xion. Like, they don't work that well when you get past turn 5. Himmel will work regardless. So I think they're both very much worth it. And you also do get the 2 free multis out of the event shop for doing the event stories, so you can at least get those. You can try your luck. If you have Koban, you could do that. This is the New Year's meta. It just came a bit early. I know it confuses people and threw them off, but this is the New Year's team for 2024/2025. So that's my overview. I think they're very good. I think they're going to have good value. I think people should summon for them, and they're a collab. So again, they're never coming back. Once January 19th comes and goes, they're gone, and we'll never see them again. Just like we never see any of the other collab units. So that's it for me. Let me know in the comments how your summons went if you already summoned. I got insane luck. At 100 pity, I pulled 5 copies of Frieren. And then I bought the Starstone pack, and I got her to 120. And I got Himmel along the way. So I don't need to do any more summons unless I want copies of Himmel, which I still have to buy those 2 free multis out of the shop. And I did 2 more multis just to test my luck. Didn't work out. So I got really good luck. Hopefully you guys got really good luck. But again, let me know how it went in the comments below. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.